Good morning, class. Today we're going to go through standards-based grading. I'm just going to do a quick little video here just to give you an idea about what to expect with standards-based grading. Hopefully everything will work out well. So these are just a few words that you should know that will probably come in handy if you ever do standard-based grading. So first off is that when it comes to standard-based grading, think about priority standards. This is the overarching theme of the content similar to a unit. And then underneath the priority standards are the learning targets, which are a specific skill that you need to learn to be successful in the priority standard. These are sort of the beams that hold up the roof that is the priority standard, right? Also, you need to know about formative assessments, which is a test given 4 times for each priority standard. We have 4 priority standards in biology, so there will be 4 for each one of those priority standards for a grand total of 16 formative assessments. For instructional feedback, this is anything other than a formative assessment that is graded, i.e. classwork, homework, labs, and other feedback, all right? Okay, so for example, the next thing here is, oh gosh, there we go. So when it comes to priority standards and learning targets, think of standard-based grading as building your grade, right? You're not just collecting points and getting the average with traditional grading. You know very little about biology right now, but you will be working each day on mastering learning targets so that you can know a lot about biology by the end of the year. Think there will always be an I can statement, or there should always be an I can statement on the board. I've been slacking in this, but I will be better at it, which will tell you what you will be able to do by the end of class. For example, I can model how genes are passed down to offspring by using a Punnett square. That is the learning target. That I can statement is the learning target. To give you another idea, so we currently there are, I believe there's around there's 4 levels, right, with one being even below standard level knowledge, right? So for example, at 2.0 is building block understanding, the passing level of knowledge content. And an example is you're able to justify a testable hypothesis. You're not creating your own, you're being told hypotheses, and you can say that one is a good hypothesis. At the third level, at 3.0, this is our target goal, right? This is a deep understanding of content. This is above average level of content, all right? And so instead of just being told a hypothesis and you saying whether it's good or not, this is you making a hypothesis and seeing if it's good or not. And then at 4.0 is above and beyond. It's not really going to be taught in class, but basically at 4.0, this is you revising, creating a hypothesis, adapting and conducting an investigation, and comparing new and old data with one another, all right? So that is 4.0, right? So when it comes to formative assessments, there will be 4 formative assessments per priority standard, and there's a reason for this. The first assessment is for teachers and students to review what learning targets need to be practiced or need to be given more attention. The second assessment is given after you practice the learning targets at 2.0 and 3.0. This tells the teacher what you still need to work on and what you still need to work on. And for 3 and 4, these assessments are taken after you've had more practice with every learning target, right? So we're building off of what you know. We're building with these learning targets. We're building off of the priority standards. Just remember, retaking assessments is not a thing. This isn't like normal tests back in this isn't like normal testing. You have the opportunity to take another assessment, but not necessarily to retake an assessment, right? Remember, this is not about points. This is about mastery of material. Think about it. If you get a 1.5 on the final assessment, do you really need to take another? No, you need to practice. If you get a 3.0 on the final assessment, do you really need to get up to 4.0? Not necessarily. You've shown you've known enough. We as teachers would like you to take charge of your learning, right? Get that growth mindset, right? We want you guys to be able to believe that you can build up these skills, that you can build this up, all right? In the words of Kelvin Clive, I have made so many mistakes, but I have learned a lot, and I'm confident to say, he who never made a mistake never made any discovery. All right? Try your best to instill a growth mindset in you. I really hope this serves you well. I hope this gives you an idea about what to expect for this year. I hope that you now have a good idea of what standard-based grading is based on the previous video and this video. And hopefully, I will see you tomorrow.